Practical rightness means to see beyond the obvious. Practical rightness means to see beyond what is visibly seen.
So I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to actually do it. Rise and shine, it's Espresso time. What's up, Believe Nation? It's Evan. My one word is believe, and I believe in you. I believe you have Michael Jordan level talent at something, and I want you to find it, embrace it, and use it to make a difference. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message. Go beyond the obvious. Over to you, Gaurav Gopal Das.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso, keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
A teacher teaching math to a class of 6-year-olds asked a boy called Arnav in class, Arnav, if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you have? Arnav said 5. The teacher said, Arnav, if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you have? 5, replied Arnav. The teacher was upset. But remember that Arnav's mom had said that Arnav doesn't like mangoes, he likes strawberries. So she changed her example. If I give you 2 strawberries and 2 strawberries, how many will you have? 4, replied Arnav. Oh, the teacher was pleased by the change of strategy. Just to confirm that Arnav had understood his math right, she asked Arnav again, Arnav, if I give you 2 mangoes and 2 mangoes, how many will you have? Arnav replied, 5. The teacher was now annoyed. How can 2 and 2 strawberries be 4 and 2 and 2 mangoes be 5? Arnav replied, I already have 1 mango in my bag, madam. Who was right? Was the teacher wrong? No, because 2 plus 2 is 4. Was Arnav wrong? No, because 2 plus 2 is 4 and 1 mango in my bag makes it 5. Isn't it a fact that all kinds of conflicts come because of the gap between technical rightness and practical rightness? The teacher was technically right. Technical rightness means to see the obvious. Technical rightness means to see what is visible. And Arnav was practically right. Practical rightness means to see beyond the obvious. Practical rightness means to see beyond what is visibly seen. Practical rightness means to see the hidden mango. Ladies and gentlemen, very often all our conflicts come because of the gap between the technical and practical rightness. The next time you see someone not fit into your definition of what is technically right, please do not be judgmental. Go beyond the obvious, go beyond the seen, and try to look for the hidden mango, which will truly help you understand the person and resolve the conflicting situation that you are in.
If you want to be a great leader, you need to seek to understand the motives of your team. To me, this clip just comes down to empathy, just comes down to understanding, just comes down to seeking to understand the person you're dealing with. It's crazy how many fights, how many arguments can be resolved just by, instead of jumping to a conclusion, seeking to understand the other person. I see this all the time, especially with parents and kids. I see so many young entrepreneurs who are coming to me and saying, I want to do this, my parents don't understand, all we do is fight. They want me to take some safe job and I want to go off and launch my business. And the starting point is always having a little bit of empathy, understanding that your parents love you. Your parents want you to succeed. 99.9% of parents want their kids to succeed. They just have a different definition of success. Understand the opportunities that you have open to you right now were never even remotely available to your parents. The rate of change that have happened to somebody who's 18 or 20 or 30 years old right now compared to your parents at that same age, it's a totally different world. And so what ends up happening with a lot of these arguments and discussions is you're fighting at the top level. You're fighting. There's no seek to understand on either side. But if you dig down deep, you'll realize that they just actually love you, or they just actually have this insecurity, or they just actually were thinking about doing the right thing, but the right thing looked like something else compared to what you wanted them to do, right? Whether it's parents, whether it's spouses, whether it's kids, whether it's friends, whether it's colleagues, whether it's the people on your team, a lot of times those discussions, those fights, those arguments, if you just took a little bit of time to seek to understand the other person, it would evaporate. Those problems would evaporate. And so I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to actually do it. Tip number 1 is don't react instinctively. One of the things that entrepreneurs that we love to do, and a great piece of advice, is to trust your instincts. But if you feel like you're getting into a lot of arguments that are needless, that shouldn't be happening, then maybe your instincts are wrong. And so if you ever don't trust your instincts and you think you're doing the wrong thing, then breathe and don't react instinctively. So if an employee comes up to you, or your parents come up to you and they're coming at you with a problem, or something went wrong, or they come in with an opinion, don't do the thing you normally do. If you just want to yell and rage and freak out, don't do that. Relax, breathe. Try to train yourself that just before this thing is about to come out, this thing that you might regret, another huge fight erupting, just suck it in for a second, take a few minutes to process it, and don't react instinctively. Tip number 2 is have empathy. Just try to think about why they're doing this thing. Again, your parents, your coworkers, people on your team, why are they doing this thing? I like to look at this as an example when I'm dealing with haters. So many people leave hate comments. Now, luckily, we have a great community here in Believe Nation, but we still get a lot of haters. And it used to bother me a lot at the very beginning. Now I just have empathy. And as soon as somebody leaves a really nasty comment, I just think, how bad must this person's life be that the highlight of their day is to come to my channel and leave a negative comment? Like, that's how they get off. Like, that's a pretty sad life. Imagine what the rest of their life looks like. I'm blessed. I love my life. And this person is rebelling and has issues in their own. And so I have empathy and I feel sad for them. And even that, having that empathy, even just thinking about your parents and the situation that they're coming from and why they're telling you to go do this safe thing, just having that empathy, just understanding that they love you. Just think about that employee who just made a mistake. Just having empathy, just understanding that nobody's perfect, that they love this business, they want it to succeed. They're not trying to screw you over. Just having a little bit of empathy for the situation releases some of the pressure, releases some of the fight, releases some of the anger, and then allows you to make a much better decision. And tip number 3 is then ask a non-judgmental why. Just ask them why. Ask them why they think this. As soon as you start attacking, and it's a non-judgmental why, it's not, why are you doing this? It's a nicer, calmer, softer why out of compassion and empathy. So if you're having that conversation with your parents, say, why is it so important to you that I finish my schooling, or that I take a job in an accounting company when I want to go off and be a YouTuber? Why is this so important? And if you can ask it in a non-judgmental way, you'll get a real answer. They'll tell you that they love you. They'll tell you that they want you to have success. But if you come at it in a really negative way, in a really defensive way, then they're going to get defensive as well. Why are you always so mean? Why are you always forcing me to do these things? Why are you telling me I want to live my life my way? Why do I have to live it your way? If you come out with that approach, you're going to lose. How do you think they're going to react? Probably not in a positive way. So I think the core of a lot of these problems, a lot of these fights, a lot of these disputes, is really just misunderstanding, just a miscommunication. A lot of times the people around you share similar values, want to do the right thing. It's all based out of love. But because we're not communicating well, because there's zero seeking to understand, then you don't, and you fight. And so it's on you to be the bigger person. And it's an amazing skill to practice and learn, because if you can figure that out, you will be a fantastic leader, a fantastic daughter, son, husband, wife, parent. You could take this skill and apply it to every single aspect of your life. Now I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy, but before that, question of the day, I want to know, what is the single biggest aspect of this communication divide that we've been talking about today that you need to work on in your life and in your business? Leave in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I believe in you. I hope you continue to believe in yourself and whatever your one word is. Much love. I'll see you again tomorrow morning for another shot of Espresso, and enjoy the bonus clip.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso, keep me going.
Do you believe that your time on here on Earth has been a success?
Success? That also relative. some field, I think some achievement there, and some field, failure. So difficult to say. I think all human life, like that, some part failure, some part achieve. It is wrong to pick up one thing, then say, oh, very success, wrong. And pick up one thing of failure, that also wrong. Things are relative.
Altruistic, world domination, honey empire, right?
I'm grateful. I understand why I'm here.
I think because I am so open.
I want you to think and say, it's a bloody brief life.
All of you have the potential for enormous success.
If you want to know what Gary Vee, DJ Khaled, Oprah, and others know about empire building that most people miss, check out the link in the description for a free bonus video.